Good morning. Welcome to Coffees and Crafts. I'm Linda Cullen from Crafty Stampin', and I'm thrilled to have you here. We're going to do a live card. We're doing um, a little tutorial. So today's card we're working with is from the, there we go, Heart Come Home bundle, which is made up of, let me pull out the right things. So we have the Hearts Come Home stamp set, and we have the Hometown Greetings die set. And together these are a bundle and 10% off in my online store. And we're going to play with those today. So good morning. Look at everybody coming on so quick. Hi, everybody. Wow. Great to see you all. So, all right. So right up to like 2 seconds before this went live, I decided to try and make a new graphic because, you know, I never am happy with the way things are. I got to improve. So I promise I'll make this prettier in the future. But I did just sort of whip this out. But, of course, now can I find it? There we go. So today on Coffee and Crafts, I always like to do a little giveaway. So this is what I did real quick. Okay, not perfect, but not bad. So today's giveaways are for the live giveaway. So anyone who leaves a comment today during the live video will be eligible to win the Classy Designer buttons. There's 24 buttons. And all you have to do is leave a comment, say hi. You know, you don't have to, tell me a whole lot. Just say hi. If you are not catching this live, which means there's no red button somewhere up above, or you're catching it on YouTube, you can still be entered to win. And our Watch Later giveaway is stamp set You're Lovely. And you can leave a comment. And next week's show on the 27th of September, we will pick a winner for this. And if you share this video and type a comment that says you shared with a D, because that's how I pick, you will get a second entry into that drawing. So, yeah, so there was my super quick graphic. I'm like, I should make a picture because if I hold this thing up, you can't see the buttons. And, I don't know if I should really do things like that 2 seconds before we go live. But, there it is. So let's see who we got. We got Pam and Vicky and Della and Tanya and Irene. I won't read all the names because it looks like there's a good amount of you. My goodness. Oh, someone's got their sweet tea. Yeah, so I always say it's coffee and craft. So grab your morning beverage. I have my iced coffee. I'm on number 2 for the morning. I don't know if that's good or not. And, so that's sort of just, how we roll. We're going to start here in a second. But the first thing we want to do is pick the giveaway from let's see if I can do this, last week. So we are giving away the Merriest Wishes stamp set. And let's see, we want to come down to here. So here we are at random.org, and you can see everyone who has entered from last week and left a comment, and you'll see 2 names if they left shared and left the word shared. So I'm going to hit randomize, and whoever name pops up at the top is going to be the winner. So let me quickly get down here and randomize. Here we go. And our winner is Helga W. Congratulations to Helga. Helga, to claim the prize, please go to craftystampin.com, head to specials, then giveaway, and then right here I have, please click here to fill out the giveaway form. I always have 2 weeks to fill out that form for me to mail it to you. I will then, after I stick it in the mail, I send a confirmation email that says, hey, guess what? It's on the way. And if you don't receive that, send me an email, linda@craftystampin.com. Just in case you filled out the form and it didn't make it to you, send me that within the 2 weeks. At this point, I do believe I am all cut up, other than today's, sending emails and mailing all the giveaways that I have received notification for. So if you think you have claimed something and you haven't, email me today, please. So thank you. And let's get to crafting. So, all right. So I made this card for a swap way back before I went on vacation in early August. So I may have to remind myself what to do, and you guys all know how I like to sometimes go rogue, so there's total potential I could just do something different. But like usual, they're on my blog, craftystampin.com. About an hour afterwards, I will put up a blog post recapping this video. It'll include this video as well as a free PDF. And the PDF has a picture, all the cut sizes, all the products used, a little place you can take notes, and links back to the blog post as well as my online store. So all of these products can be bought at my online store. That's almost said my old company I used to work for, at stampinup.com. So you want to go through Crafty Stampin' and get there, so it says Linda Cullen in the top, because that's how my family survives. So, yeah, how we make it all work here. So we're going to start with, my favorite types of cards to make, I don't know about you guys, is long ones that fold up. So I start with an 11 by 4 and a quarter. So I prefer to use my scoreboard, and I'm going to score it in half at 5.5. So there we go. And let's just fold that in half and score. So now I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. So especially compared to my last video with the cat, I just love this die from I want to make sure I say all the correct names, from the Card Front Builder set. So, and it's quite versatile. So here it is for Christmas. I think the last card I did with the cat and the moon, if you haven't seen it, go check my blog. The cat and the moonlight. It worked for kind of a Halloween card. So I find it very versatile. So we're going to start with that as I pull my Big Shot over. And let me find the die. Oh, I didn't pull out all my other dies. I'm usually prepared. But there are days I decided to make a graphic beforehand. All right, so let's center that. And where is my Post-it notes? I gotta get my Post-it note to hold it. And there we go. And we're gonna run that bad boy through. There we go. All right, I'm gonna pull this out. We'll put the Big Shot aside for a minute or two because we are going to use that again. And let's see, put that up here. All right, all the little pieces came out. There we go. So for this card, I am backing it with silver foil. So we're just going to take Snail. And if you saw my last one with the cat, I just go right over the backing. I don't worry about it. Let's get rid of some of the and I then kind of just use my pokey tool or my hand to kind of remove any of the snail that's showing through. I find I get equally good coverage, and you really don't see the snail. Let's see. There we go. All right, so let's put this over. There we go. So there is the silver behind the night sky. All right, so now, let's see, I gotta look, see what I was doing. Okay, so one thing what I liked about this, because Santa, it was putting the Santa up here. But you know what? I think I want to do this first. I told you, I gotta remember, I made this card way back in beginning of August. So I'm trying to remember my steps. So what I'm thinking is, I don't want to stamp my Santa until I do this die cut, just in case like this church ends up where a little bit. I don't want the church to cover Santa, so I'm gonna wait. I was gonna do that, but now I'm gonna wait. So here I have my Whisper White, and welcome everybody's coming on. Thank you. And we're gonna pull out. I gotta find it in the die. Didn't pull it out of my case in advance. And this is real cool. And you got 3 different scenes. So this is the one with the church. We have some with some smaller houses. And then we get some with some medium houses. So if you kind of have a relief, if you did 3 and kind of had them all stacked up, they get a little bit smaller as they go along. If you want to put all 3 on a single card. And then there's this little one. I always forget about this. This little die as well with just the houses. There's also a cute little tag top with a heart. So we're going to have to make some tags with that later. All right. So what I want to do is I'm going to line this up, and I want the tip of the steeple on the church to be right at the top of my paper. I'm going to grab my Post-it note again. And we're going to do that. And we're going to do, I'm going to do 2 because just in case. Where did my top go? Little bird houses. That is cute. They do look like little bird houses. That's a good. Oh, there we go. That's a tight one. All right. Move this again. We'll come back over here. Oh, move these. All right. And so I'll take my Post-its off and remove. All right. And I'm going to save this. Usually this is the first thing I throw away, but I'm going to save that. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use that with in a minute. Now I'm going to remove. All right, so this is where I want my Big Shot brush. So here is the Big Shot die brush. I keep it in a large clear stamp case, and I'm going to roll the brush over it. I don't keep the brush in here. It will cause it to be disformed, and I don't want that. So here we go. Poke the last few out that just don't want to let go. There we go. All right, let's set this aside. And then I'll poke out. Let's get rid of the glue that I got on it from earlier. I love the church. The church, this is such a, I'm from New England, so this is a completely very New England scene with the church, white churches and steeples. Very common, especially you see a lot of photography in the fall of the church steeples. Oh, I got one little spot that didn't cut out properly. There we go. There we go. If I can get the door. Oh, a few little pieces. Probably should have ran it back and forth through the Big Shot. There we go. Get my windows out. I swear the pokey tool goes a long way in getting all the little pieces out. There we go. All right, so I'll put that down. Throw those little pieces away. So in my card, we'll come back here. I wanted it to look like the houses were illuminated. So I just took a piece of larger, this is Daffodil Delight. And I thought first if I did this and then took a pencil and traced around it, it may not be so easy to cut out just because they would be a little bit too big and I'd have to trim them. So I decided to use this side of it. Let me move it up a little bit. So now what I'm going to do is trace here. And it'll be, should be just small enough that it should fit behind the die cut without showing. Of course, I say that, and we'll see. But that was the plan. And so I don't want the top of the church steeple. Oops, line it up. I lost it. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. Not perfect, but let's see. I'll double check my work. Well, the house works. Steeple's a little tight, so that's fine. We're gonna trim away. Clever use for the mask. So you always try to find that little trick that makes making the cards easier. I'm still cutting on the inside. Just to still make it a smidge smaller. All right, do I need, and I'm cutting even these little eaves in the roof because the holes of the detail do come out this direction. So, all right. So this one's going to go behind here. And then the church. I think I screwed the church up. Let's double check the church because it slid on me. Yep, I'm way off. So, all right. Yeah, I'm way off. I'm gonna make a little line. I'm way off on that one. All right. It's a great tip if the church doesn't slide on you. All right. Let's see. And here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see how these line up. How did my church come? And I'm just going to flip it over so you don't see my pencil mark through it. That works. All right, so again, I'm just going to take my snail. Let's see. Get a little closer. So I'm just going to take my snail again and just go over it a bit. And kind of remove some of it with my pokey tool. Just like this. There we go. All right, and I go up a smidge. There we go. So I'm going to have just a smidge I got to trim. All right, and ideally this is not perfect. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to trim this tiny bit that got on this side. There we go. There we go. All right, remove a little bit of that glue that got left. There we go. All right. Now let's line this up and figure out where I want to put my Santa. Oh, you know what? I don't even think. All right, I didn't even pull Santa out. Put him on a block. Let's see. So, okay, and so I'm gonna, let's open these all in advance. We're going to heat emboss Santa with silver embossing powder. So you always want to remember to use your embossing buddy. I try to store my embossing buddy with my embossing powder so we don't forget. I usually forget. So here we go. Wow. I looked down. Now there's 132 of you. Thank you all so much. Now that threw me. Okay. Woo. All right. So I'm going to take Versamark. I just inked this up this morning. So we're going to hope, let's see. We're going to hope I didn't put too much in there. Here we go. He's upside down. All right. So I'm going to keep my die cut in place so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to, let's put him on an angle. So he's going over the house. All right, there's Santa. We're going to drop Santa into my silver embossing powder. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to move my embossing powder out of the way so I don't spill it all over my room, because I've done that before too. That's always fun. All right, let's see. All right, close that up. Whoop. It's always good with embossing powders to keep a little paintbrush around, because there we go. All right, so now let's get the heat tool. I'm going to heat tool up. I'm going to heat it up for a second under the table so you don't have to listen to it while it warms up. Tend to get too much Versamark. Let's see. I always used to tell people to use a brayer if they over inked, is to run the brayer in the ink pad and then run the brayer over your stamp. You might want to try that, or just a lighter hand. Lighter hand in the Versamark and just a lighter hand then in the stamping. All right, here we go. Oops, I'm attached. All right, so, and with the heat embossing, you just wait until it turns shiny. There we go. All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining me this morning. If you missed it earlier, while we are turn my heat gun off with one hand. All right, so there we go. Let me give it a second to cool before I try to brush off the Stamping Buddy. So just in case, because I see so many new people have come on, I just want to throw this up. So today, anyone who comments during the live is going to be eligible for the classy, where are they? Let me make sure I say the name right. Classy designer buttons. And then if you don't win, anyone's eligible still to win the Watch Later prize will be picked next week. And that is the Your Lovely stamp set. So just throw that out there. There's so many new people. So thank you. So, all right. So we're going to kind of tissue. Wipe off some of the embossing buddy. There we go. All right. So now I can attach my village to the card base. Make sure I'm in frame for you. And here we go. So there is that. Now we come back here. So I think I'm going to attach, actually, let's take a glue dot and attach the top of my steeple to hold that down. Yep. Hold on. And this is where I like my paper piercing tool, one of my must-have tools. All right, so now let's attach this to the card base. There we go. There we go. Yep, the stamp set that we're giving away is a retired set from a prior celebration. So that is, I still have a few of those hanging around in my stash. So I'm working my way through my stash of stamp sets. So here I have a piece of Daffodil Delight, and I want to use my triple banner punch. And this is just, what is it? Supposed to be an inch, but I always like to use it upside down, and I just kind of line it up, and I look here to make sure it's even, and then punch while it's upside down. Most punches I find I work better using them upside down. And so I have my banner. So I'm going to stick that right there for 2 seconds. And then we're going to stamp our greeting. So one more time with the embossing powder. Oh. And this comes from the Merry Little Labels. And this is in the Christmas catalog, also available in my online store. And we're grabbing that. And so I'm using the special delivery because Santa only brings special deliveries. And again, embossing buddy, where'd it go? So add that. Bring my silver powder back over. Get it ready. And let's ink this stamp up with Versamark. And because I'm going to die cut it, it doesn't need to be perfectly in the center. So now let's add powder. There we go. Whoop. There we go. And we're going to heat this bad boy up. Put this that way. And the gun gets stuck. And there we go. So again, we're going to watch for it to turn shiny. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for joining Copies and Crafts this morning. It's kind of a dreary, rainy day here in New England, so it's probably a good crafting day. Get that spot. All right. Shut that off. So give that a second to cool. We're going to cut that out with stitched oval. I'm missing my stitched oval. And he's on the back. Let's see, is that the one I want? No, it's not the one I want. We're going to do the second largest We're going to use the second largest oval from the stitched ovals to cut this out. So we're going to bring the big shot back one more time. Here we go. Let me, hold on. Zoom you back out again. And good morning, one and all. Here we go. We're almost done making our Christmas card, our Santa's delivering special deliveries card. Here we go. Let's do the big shot. And there it is. So now we're just gonna do our final bit of assembly. So I'm going to attach this straight onto the yellow banner with snail right in the middle. Make sure you can see me. And then dimensionals to the card. Boom, boom. And you work fast. I try to work fast. And then there we go. So I think I did a pretty good job. Stayed on point. Made the card as I had designed, because you all know I go rogue sometimes, whether that's good or bad. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that card. Again, on my blog in about an hour, I will have a recap, and I will also include, I have free PDFs that have all the cut sizes, all the products that are available, and everything's available in my Stampin' Up! Store as well, a place to take notes. There'll be a, wow, thank you for all the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we need to pick a winner for our Classy Designer buttons. So let me come over here real quick. Gotta make sure this has logged me out, because it always logs me out because I chat too long or I craft too long. We need to pick one. So if you want to leave a comment and just jump in and say hi, so you get counted in the in the giveaway. So here we go. So let me pull you over here. We're refreshing. All right, here we go. We're going to pick a winner. And everyone enters by commenting, and you get one entry for this giveaway. So the name that pops up is going to be our big winner. And here we go. Boom. See if you can see it. It is Jacqueline Corbin. Congratulations, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, head over to craftystampin.com. You want to go to specials, giveaways, and then fill out the form here. And just in case, because so many new people are here, thank you. 2 weeks. And if I will send an email that says it's on its way. If you do not have that email, send me an email, Linda@CraftyStampin, and I will make sure that we figure out why you're not getting it. So I thank you, everyone, for joining me. I will be back on Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So just keep an eye on Crafty Stampin' on Facebook or craftystampin.com. There'll be notifications up there. So thank you for coming, and we will see you on Friday. Bye.